Cherries are growing, it's that time of year, coming into Christmas. We're just about to pull into the old farmhouse, and this is a snap vlog. What exactly is a snap vlog? You've heard me use the name a few times. What is it? Well, it's a funny one because most of the time everything's backwards unless I throw it on the computer and turn it around the other way, which I may not do with this one. It is when you make a video without editing it. It's when you make a video on your Android phone and all you do is pause, record, pause. It goes in real time, nothing gets edited out. If I say something wrong, if I do something silly, if I say the wrong word, if I trip up on a word, then it's in the mix. It doesn't come out because you can't cut anything out. In the back of my truck, I've got Pace and I've got Bigsy. You can see like Pace there trying to say g'day. And I've been down the shop because I needed cream. If you're on a keto diet, you'll be having lots of cream, but also coffee, got to have cream in it. Haven't had my coffee this morning. I've been up since 5:30, it's now 9:30, and heading up to the old farmhouse. I'm going to show you what's going on up there. It's pretty exciting. I won't lie, it's pretty exciting. Today the wind is not blowing. For the last week it's been blowing its tits off, and it's been horrible. Wind, I don't mind rain, but wind, man, you can't do much when it's windy. Hunting, fishing, taking your boat out. Anyway, the exciting part is, of course, Arbor's here, and I'm just going to peek around the corner because he's putting weatherboard up on the... Oh, he's nearly finished it. He's nearly finished it. I'm gonna pan around. He's nearly finished the kitchen. When I say kitchen, I mean like doing the cladding. I'll just zoom in. I'm in the car store. Here, look, see that there? Just about. Man, the house looks so different. It's exciting. Righto, we'll let Bruno out. Good boy, Bruno. Try not to be barking, mate. Bruno! Bruno! Oh, he's a good boy. Hey, you so... Wow, look at you, man. Oh, he's in good shape. Good boy, Bruno, eh? Who are you barking at? It's me. Hey? Who are you barking at, eh, Bruno? What you barking at? What's all the noise about, eh? What's all the noise about? You know me. You don't have to guard me, hey? Eyes popping out of your head. Stay. Stay. Don't want to get knocked over. Stay. 67 kg is right now. Good boy. Good dog, Bruno. Good boy, hey? He's looking well, isn't he? Man, that posse has just made him just turn into a machine. In his 11th year, and look at him. Good boy. Although he is wandering out onto the highway, started roaming a bit. He's got cancer all over. He's got cancer on his nuts, believe it or not. That one's got cancer. He's got a lump in here. He's got a lump there. Don't pee on me, mate. He does have a lot of lumps. Anyway, he's in good nick. He's still here. He's still with us. Who likes pumpkin? I'm growing my own. Cherry tomatoes, growing well. Broccoli, such a healthy, delicious food. Geez, it's getting exciting now, mate. Oh, see it going up. Holy shit, bro. You just transformed the look of the building right then and there. I've just rocked up at the right time. He's just put up almost the last one. You got what, one more after that, Arb?
2 and then the cut bit.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice and clean in the house truck this morning. Someone's done the dishes. We'll be into the coffee in a minute. Calm down, Pace. You guys all getting on together well? Yeah? Hey? How's it going? Feed are working alright? Hey? Getting plenty of eggs? How's our feed situation? So these guys are all integrated now. No fights anymore, eh? No racism. Brown getting on well with whites. Whites getting on well with blacks. And of course we're getting loads of eggs. Anything this morning though? You know, just a couple, is it? I cleaned them all out. They're laying all the time, these guys. Beautiful. Hey, how you going? Come on, Bigsy. Here you go. Say g'day. And you? Hey, calm down. Jeez, dogs. Pace, just calm down, mate. Morning, Ducky. What you doing out of the cage again, eh? Ducky actually flies in and out. Likes to hang sometimes with the pecans, and also likes to just like hang around here under the veggies, aren't you, mate, eh? Look at that beautiful big pecan duck. Man, and I can see there's a soft egg out there. Someone's laid one and hasn't developed. There's a soft shell. That'll be dog tucker for Bruno. The other two hiding there behind that bush. I also see in the laying box an egg has come out, and there's a duck sitting on those right now. They're supposed to be. I think she might be failing because I see them come out all the time. You're a very happy dog, you punch, eh, girl? You're a good girl. You want another walk already? Little bee behind you there, wanting to come out again. They just had a walk this morning. What do you do to stop your eggs coming out like that? Look, it's all soft. That's a soft egg. Well, I do know a certain dog that'll eat that. Bruno. Good boy, Bruno. Look what I got for you, Bruno. Hey, Bruno. Hey, boy. Hey, you want that? You do, don't you? Watch out, Biggsy doesn't rob it from you, because he will. You can put it on the ground and eat it. Oh, you've put it down there. And Biggsy's going to try and get in on the act. See, good old boy. Ducky, you're on the wrong side, okay? You're on the wrong side, mate. I'll take some food out of the feeder for you. This is an automatic feeder. Away you go, Biggsy. It's not for you, mate. Here you go, Ducky. Wrap your laughing gear around that. I tell you what, strawberries with cream. Delicious, absolutely delicious. These guys, man, just can't beat growing them yourself. And all done, all grown on this. This is my son's old bed. Look at the old bed frame there, look. The wire nettings to keep the birds out when I want to cover it, although I'm not right now. And it's just stood up, you know, on a pole there, so it faces the sun. And the old guttering of the house is what they're growing in. This is the old guttering, all this. The old plastic guttering that's going to get thrown out. I'm growing all my strawberries in that. And there's the new guttering. It's copper. How cool is that, eh? Copper. Wow. And Hub's putting in like the final bit of cladding for the kitchen. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every student needs to grow a courgette plant because they just produce and produce these courgettes. These ones look like they've gone a bit rotten. How do you stop that happening, guys, that know more about me? The end's going soft. Is it too wet? Don't know, but we're going to have so many off there. I'm eating one a day just about right now. And look at this, wasabi. If you grow wasabi, man, you've got something really special. You know, to buy this plants is really just about impossible. And the root sells for up to like 250 New Zealand dollars a kg. That's real wasabi. And you can eat the leaves in a salad. And of course you can take the roots and you can make nice wasabi out of it into a paste. Pretty much, I just do it on a cheese slicer, or cheese grater at least. We're already onto some of our second crops in here. This is our original crop of kale, which we're still eating. But most of the cauliflower and all the broccoli's gone out of here. Not sure if these onions are going to make it or not. They look a bit funny. Oh yeah, I've got this beautiful parsley, Italian parsley. It looks a bit like coriander, but it's actually a parsley. And there's the other parsley. And the cauliflower's going a bit sort of black and dark. Maybe it's too moist and too dark in here. What does like being in here though is of course the tomatoes. Hey Biggsy, yeah. And look at these babies, man. These are my first tomatoes. I haven't eaten any yet. They're going to be the first ones we're eating. Not for you, Biggsy. Out of here, mate. Not sure what Pace thinks he's doing up there. What are you doing up there, Pace, eh? I'll tell you what he's doing up there. He knows there's cream. He loves cream. He's got a fetish for cream. Pace, come out of here, Pace. Here, Pace. Good boy. What you doing, mate, eh? Don't you take my cream? Yeah, don't you take my cream, mate? Eh? Good boy, Pace. Cyclamens, aren't they beautiful? It's that time of the year where everything just looks bloody beautiful. These here, this is yams growing. Now yams, they're a sweet, sweet potato which you can't eat on a keto diet, which you guys know I'm on, but I'm going to go out of keto once a year, and when I do, this is what I'm going to break my ketosis with. Yams, they're delicious. One thing I've never had real success at growing is this, but it's basil. But this one's doing really well, and I've always struggled to grow it, and I think my problem has been I've overwatered it. Now basil's really good if you're cooking rabbit. Butter and basil and salt and a bit of onion with your rabbit, and because rabbit's a real subtle meat. Here as well, but particularly rabbit, it's delicious. So cook your rabbit with your fresh basil and you'll bloody love it. And I'll tell you one thing else too, rabbits love to eat basil. G'day mate, how you going? And you like to eat rabbit, don't you? Look, Biggsy's on top of the fridge, he thinks it's possum time. Not quite yet, mate. Come out, mate. Good dog. Good dog. Probably a better pig dog than I know. He hasn't done enough hunting. Probably, potentially could be one of my best dog, to be direct. But just hasn't had the work put into him. Hey Bruno. He's a natural hunter. Doesn't want to be a pet, just wants to hunt. And he's been holding that pee for a while. I'd give him a left testicle to have a bladder like that. Geez, dog, you can hold a lot, can't you? Hell's bell, still going. Can't believe that. I didn't let him out this morning with the other ones because he's got this tendency to run and chase hares. We're still going, are we, B? Holy shit. What's that now? Half a minute? Gee, B. That is some bladder, mate. For a wee dog that looks pretty skinny, you've got some big bladder. Still going. Are we gonna actually stop here, or are we just gonna keep going? Still going. Holy cow. You connected up to a bloody tap or something, B. Still going, eh? You're a good boy, eh? That must be some relief for you holding that much. Bloody hell, dog, you're still going. Is this going to end? I can't stop until you're done, man. Everybody wants to see the end of this stream, but we ain't getting to it. Jeez, dog. About time, too. Bloody hell. Good dog. What are you doing post, kennel, mate? Hey, what's the story? You think you find some food in there? Not going to happen. Nah. Good dog, Poe. Good gear. What you doing, mate, eh? Hey, you trying to steal an egg? Look at her shiny coat. Oh, you're in good nick, aren't you, mate? Good, healthy dogs. And you're a good boy, aren't you? Hey? You're a good boy. Poe's investigating something under a kennel. Maybe she dropped some food last night. She's been smelling it all night going, I didn't get that bit. What you doing under there, Poe? What's going on down there, eh? Hey? What you doing, Poe? Hey? Or has there been a rat under there? She might have heard that in the night. I might have frustrated the hell out of her. What you doing under there, Bruno? Hey? What's going on? B, you can go back in your box. You've had enough. Good boy. You stay there, B. Stay. You stay there, boy. Good dog. Good boy. Very happy ducks. Make for good eating ducks and good laying ducks. I bet some of you will be wanting to see Arb, so I'll go and see him and see what he's up to. You can't see Arb and not feel good. It's impossible. You cannot see Arb and not feel good. Just saying to the folks, it's impossible. The two don't do it. If you're having a shit day and you see Arb, you're going to feel better, aren't you, boy?
I think so. I feel good.
I feel good. I feel good. No. But I knew that I would now. It's so good.
So fine.
I got a you. Brother, let's have a look at what's going on here. Look, I'm going to pan around here. Tell us what's happening, bro.
Last few weatherboards here going up, and then that's always a little bit tricky. I'll leave the facings till I've done the other wall, so then I'll go around the corner and start working on that other wall, and I should have it wrapped tonight, so it's actually at least wrapped and weatherproof.
Oh, the other wall on the other side?
Yeah, yep.
Cool, that'll be good, because you got your corrugated iron for it?
Yep, got corrugated iron, got flashings, got cavity battens, got cavity closures, got everything.
Wicked, man.
Yeah.
So you're just about onto the last couple of bits. I see there's a few bits up here, but man, it's looking good. It's looking so good. We've got our casement window, is that what you call it?
That's what they are, a casement.
We've got the casement window in, got a sliding door in, and we've just got this bit at the top here, and the front of the house is then, well, a lot's done, but of course Arb's putting in a veranda here, aren't you, Arb?
Yep, got that material too.
Yep.
This is my Christmas holidays.
Yeah, right. That's your Christmas holidays working?
Well, I'm not going to take a month off like I've done in the past. I'm going to reshape it a little bit this year, and because this year I've been working 4 days a week, so I have a sustainable weekend, so I don't need to go and collapse for a month like I did when I was doing full on 42 hours a week sort of thing. So my game plan is, because traffic looks quite wild here in Nelson, looks like we've got enough people already in here, so I'll pick my holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've also got some work for you to do at home on the houseboat at some stage if you want to take that work where you don't have to travel at all. Yeah,
well, I'll be shuffling stuff. It'll be like juggling, you know, and I'll do this basically through February until March sort of thing, you know, so there'll be 3-day weeks and duck away. We're going away to Caramere for a couple of days after Chrissy. Our good mate Pete's coming over until the 4th.
Yeah, Pedro.
Yeah, so I won't do any work before the 4th, and then just duck around here and there. I've got to see my sister in Christchurch in January the 25th, so I'm going to make summer a nice extended kind of work a bit here and there and shuffle it and guide it something completely different from the last 39 years to see if it's actually a better way, you know. And I think it, from looking at it from this point of view, looks like a better way.
I believe so, bro.
Yeah, just
balance,
a bit,
getting more balance.
Yeah, that's right.
Excessive.
Just shuffle it through, and then when it's a crappy day or something, do some work. When you'd theoretically be on holiday and it was a crappy day, it's a lost day, arguably, you know. And And you know, if there's too many touros down at Tahuna Beach when I want to wander down from home to go for a swim, then I'll go to work instead today.
is Turo, is that an Australian saying for tourists?
Probably, yeah.
Is everything like Turos?
Yeah. Turo, servo, go to the servo.
Yeah, mate, they got this O on there, you know.
That was called Ado.
Ada, yeah, they put O on, you know, I suppose I'd be Cleo, but what are the other names that have O on the end that are Australian, you know, like Davo?
Bodlo.
Davo.
Go to the Bodlo, yeah.
Bloody hard case, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really. It's same in Swedish actually. They lengthen the name.
Okay.
And Swedish Leif, his nickname becomes Leffe.
Leffe.
And Ulf becomes Uffe.
Oh, really?
And Torbjörn, he becomes Tobbe. You know, so these are guys I worked with, you know.
Yeah.
But Ulf, Leif, that extend their nickname. Well, we shorten the nicknames usually.
So when we're at school, we also had names for ourselves. Arb became Arbidinos.
Actually, that's the shortened version of Arbidinos Pulingaretish.
That's right.
And the people who knew this little, I think it was an advert for some cleaning material.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the big sister with the two little brothers, and then, no, it wasn't, it was the fish one, sorry, that's right.
That's right, yeah, it was the
fish
fish one.
Yeah, and then, Mum comes in, she goes, oh, Jean, fish for dinner, and she goes, oh,
that
was
night.
yesterday, yeah, that's
that
right.
was last night's dinner.
Some smells do linger, Jean.
Jean.
So this is where Poolinga, the word that you invented, came up from. Poolinga is a bad smell that stays around, it's called a Poolinga.
A Poolinga,
It's self-explanatory, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is self-explanatory, but some smells do linger. So what did your name become back
well,
then?
Arbidinos Pulingaretish. It became Etish because you have to put Etish after anything to formalise it.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
True,
it's just like the old shoppy, you know, it's old English, isn't it?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We were like 13 or 14 when we created this. This is how long we were mates for. And my real name, those of you know, is not Clay, it's Damon. Damon John Ward's my whole name, but he used to call me, I call him Arb, and he called me Darb, which was short for
Darbit.
Damon, but then Darbit became an extended version, and we had this, it's kind of like its own private language, and we'd have stuff that we'd create amongst ourselves, a language that no one else would know. What the hell are those guys talking about? We knew what it meant. It meant I love you, and I'm going to add some words on to show you how much I love you in my own crazy way.
It was almost like Butcher's language.
It was.
You ever heard about Butcher's language?
No, tell me about Butcher's language.
They say things backwards. So when there's, you know, pretty woman comes into the shop, and then they'll say something back. I can't do Butcher's language because I'm not a butcher, but I heard it from in Australia on Triple J, and they'd say something like, "Oh, there's a beautiful one coming in the shop," and they'd say it backwards, you know, like "ret, lufatube, ino, in imok, iter."
Seriously?
Posh, yeah.
And you'd actually be able to speak backwards.
So they'd do it because what you do in your apprenticeship. So this is what I learned in my apprenticeship. I learned how to swing the hammer.
Swing the hammer. Show me the hammer swing.
This is how I swing the hammer.
Jeez, bro. Okay.
Bang. And then if you're really good, we used to have a nail pocket in the old days, so the hammer would be right there. You'd kick it.
Yeah, right.
Kick it with your heel, it would come up, then you grab it, and then you spin the hammer.
Really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
And the other thing that I could do too, I need 1200 level, was balance things on my
Bounce.
nose.
I've seen you. Come on, give us a bounce. I'll turn this off and you grab your level. No. It's got the, what, the 1200, is it?
No, this is the 1900.
That's a big bastard.
Yeah.
And
so
balancing.
This is, you know, an apprenticeship when I did my time was 8,000 hours, which was effectively 4 years.
Right, yeah.
You know, 2,000 hours a year. You needed to learn things about what to do. I learnt to wolf whistle. And I learnt to spin the hammer. And I learnt to, this was with the broom often. But I learnt to...
Wicked, bro.
balance the level. That's why my chin's like that, you see, because that was from balancing shit all the time. I didn't have much of a chin before I started balancing.
No, you got some serious chin now, bro.
Yeah, that's right. So you have to play when you're learning, you know, it's part of the game.
Yeah,
so.
but you're also a good bouncer because you can pull a mono on a mountain bike, and I'm almost tempted to go grab my mountain bike and say,
A one-handed wheelie.
A one-handed wheelie. You reckon you can pull one on this driveway here?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you are on the payroll. I think it's part of your job, isn't it, description?
It could be. It's a variable job, you know. There's lots of things going down at the time.
Bruce, give me some love.
Give me a big lick.
I'll tell you what, we will show folk that, not right now because you're in the middle of work. I don't want to slow you down. And we just about due for a coffee too.
Yep.
That time of day. But hey, thanks for sharing, bro.
No worries.
And awesome, man. Awesome. Loving your work. Just love it every day. Come here, you make me happy, man.
That's nice.
Not only me, but you make everybody happy.
That's a good thing in life, isn't it?
It is.
You've got to be happy about that.
do,
I'm
bro.
happy now.
Cool. Perfect.
That should be right. The old dusting brush. As they sat outside for a while, we had a little bit of dirt and dust on it.
A good builder cleans as they go along, eh?
It's easier. It's like masking certain things, you know. I know some people who don't bother to mask because they say the time it takes, but it takes more time to clean it up than it does to mask it. It's like you notice I masked your doors when I painted it.
Absolutely.
It's just like you get this stuff that's that plastic with the tape already on it. You just run it out, tape it around, and then you can put a drop sheet down, and then you just put the paint on. You know, or put the stain on. Like this is a very viscous stuff. It's not thick. It's quite moist. You know, wet. So you want it to go in. So you just mask. So it's a bit like you clean up. It's easier to clean it here on the saw bench than it is up there. You know.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
And I look there and go, oh, I left a pencil mark on. Then I've got to go and stand up on the ladder and take the pencil mark off. So it's potentially annoying. Sometimes just a little bit of this.
I'll come up here and lift this a bit.
Careful there.
Yeah.
Right in there, I've got to chop a little bit of this.
Take a little bit off.
It's a feet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just chop that back so that I can get in behind it. So that when I put my bead on afterwards.
Yep,
it's good.
You got it, bro?
Yep. Coat the cut ends.
This is what we really needed to do on the tree hut with the timbers. Actually, we needed to do all of them before they went up.
You've got some stuff here, haven't you?
I have, yeah. They've got to be done what's up there now. Just a lot easier to do it when it's down like this. How are you doing it?
Yeah, big brush and it is. Yeah, and smash it. It's I was going to say I've got a spray gun.
Yep.
One of these Wagner spray guns.
I see that.
Yeah, which might be good for the tree hut one, but it generally, the painters will tell you, Mark will say to you, generally that it doesn't get in as much.
Right, the
You
brush,
know, like brushing it works it in.
Yeah, true.
While the spray doesn't so much, but the reality is that getting access and all that sort of stuff, sometimes it's just easier to get two good heavy coats on with the spray, you know. If you're doing something like trellis, then, or lattice as they call it in Aussie, then there's no other way to do it. You can't brush that stuff.
Yeah, no.
It'd take hours and hours to do that. The end of this stuff, this isn't asbestos, this is Hardy Flex.
Okay.
This is abuse on a chisel.
It's
I'm not lying about you, I'm abusing this chisel basically. But it's a
tool, bro.
It's exactly right. And I've got sharp ones for sharp work.
Yep.
Go down to about there. What I'll do after this is put a bead.
Yep.
Run along there.
Yep.
It'll have to be a scribed bead when I do it,
right.
you
know. Okay. Wow.
Just because of the steps in the weatherboard.
A lot of work, eh? A lot of work.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could also do no more gaps up there if you wanted to as well, you know.
Yeah.
There are options.
I
think it come down to about there.
All right. I'll come up.
Dry fit, as we call it.
How you looking, bro?
Yeah, it'll do, mate.
It'll do?
Perfect's good enough for us.
Perfect's good enough. It looks pretty good, bro.
It's a little bit long on that end, but that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's all hidden.
Yeah, you don't see that. It's going to be covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good from here.
It's good. It's very good, actually.
Yeah.
I was just being facetious.
That's really good. Cool.
This is the stainless ring shank nails, full round heads. The Nomar tip.
Yep.
With the guide to set it up the right amount from the bottom of the weatherboard.
Perfect, eh?
It also makes that angle when you set it on the weatherboard so that the nail goes in on an upwards angle,
right?
So it doesn't go out. So
yep.
the theory being that water could run through the nail. That won't happen with this.
Is it heavy to hold that all day, bud, when you're working with it? Or
Well, what does it weigh? 5 or 6 kilos?
does it feel? Oh yeah, there's a bit of weight in it, bro.
Yeah, there's a bit of
there's a
weight.
bit. You know, go 5 easy on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
So sometimes when you're doing long shots,
Mate, yeah.
it's if you have a day framing all the time, all day long, you certainly, I mean, you feel it, like the whole right arm of a carpenter after this much time.
Yeah.
This one's been helped by mountain bike crashes, but it's pretty,
Yeah.
you know, it's buggered. I mean, even that last thumb that I broke last year,
Yeah, right.
that part of the thumb there, that's still, the end of the day, it's aching a bit.
Yeah.
When I drive home, I drive with my left hand and I put my hand flat on the door thing, you know, on the what do you call it, the grip pull flat thing, like armrest, I guess you call it, on the door,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
I put it flat like that and I let it relax, and I just try and let that bit there relax and that bit there relax, you know.
I've always known you to have a very high threshold to pain ever since we were kids, way higher than most other kids. I can remember the us coming off our bikes and how much, you know, you would like get up as if nothing had happened. I would go, fuck, that must have hurt, and you wouldn't seem to feel it. Are you aware that you're insensitive to pain?
Well, it's
know about
become
that?
obvious over time because I had 2 perforated eardrums, and apparently you should feel the pain and know that you've got an ear infection, because I had an ear infection.
Yeah, right.
And then my face didn't swell up, and I didn't know. I was just like, oh, it's a bit sloshy, and then they blew it with a syringe and blew it out. And then the second time I blew my nose and it blew out.
Right.
And so I ended up having to have a skin graft operation.
Right.
So I was a bit sort of like, huh? Well, how come I didn't feel it? Like, and they go, oh, the specialist said to me, oh, you'd know it if they blew it out with a syringe. And I said, well, when I blew my nose before that, I could blow my nose, but after that I could blow my nose and my ear was blowing out as well. I could hear it going blah, blah, blah. And then as I go, excuse me, and get all my tattoos, that I never find that hurts. About the first 5 seconds when I remember the feel of the needle.
Yep.
And then after that, I chat away with Ricky, and we just do our thing. We talk, and he draws first in a felt pen, and then he tattoos it, and I don't find it. So yeah, I've sort of come to that conclusion now at this age that I think I have a different pain threshold from might be classed as average, because also even after the heart operation, just what they said I should be able to do and what I couldn't do, they were surprised that I could do certain things, you know, like go up 2 sets of stairs without using the handrail. You know, that was one of the things I had to do. And then when they came out to the house to see how I was going, she goes, how many pillows do you sleep on? I go, oh, 1 under my head. And she goes, oh, you don't put any under your legs? And I go, no, my legs are all right.
Did you tell them about the copious amount of drugs that you take all the time?
Well, then I was on, what was I on? Every 6 hours, 2 Panadol. So
Yeah, not much really.
Well, that does the job. When you continually do it, it does its job. That's what they had me on. They didn't have me on anything else.
Yeah, right.
Because it was all actually detrimental. So yeah, I sort of arrived at that conclusion that, and I think it's a head thing. There's definitely no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
When you're a carpenter, you bang yourself, you bang your knees and your fingers and all this sort of stuff. It's just the nature of it. These ladders, like what I'm doing is illegal, walking up both sides of these ladders and standing on the top. You're not allowed to do that with WorkSafe nowadays. You can't.
You mean I can't even do this?
The theory is standing on the top or straddling the ladder is supposedly dangerous. They've got handrails on them that come up.
Yeah, right.
You know, and so you hang on to the handrails. And then it's pointless being double-sided, isn't it? Because the handrail's on the way on the other side. But it's an afterthought, obviously. So you knock your knees on those things all the time.
And you get used to it,
Yeah, you get used to it. So I think there's a lot to do with that. It's basically job conditioning. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then over time, you just get, if you constantly, every time you knock yourself, go, oh, God, oh, I've got to go and bandage it or whatever. I mean, sometimes you do have to bandage it. But if you go, oh, God, that really hurt. Oh, I need to ice it and all that. You'll just never get any work done, you know.
I find there's different levels of pain. I got this thumb bit and it's got a hole there, and it was one dog's tooth was all, and the pain was so excruciating. It still hurts today. It's nerve damage, and I vomited, and I still can't close it properly. And that little bite happened when I was pig hunting was more pain than I can remember in a long time. Like other things, like getting a broken arm or having smashing down the hill, tearing my rotator cuff, yeah, a bit of a tongue twister, but that there was, I tore this and it just went hot, didn't feel much, and the surgeon said, man, you've torn a third off, that must have been pretty sore, and I said, nah. You had a tiny dog bite, so different things. Also, it depends on where you're at. When I got the dog bite, I'd been suffering illness for a long time, so my strength was down. So where you're at, also dictates what your pain is.
Immune system and everything's
Absolutely
playing its part. In it. Yeah, nerves get strung out on things too. You know. Yeah, but hand stuff sometimes, like both these thumbs are just arthritic from constant requirement for working. You know, so they do get tired and worn out. But the hand stuff, I mean, this has been broken and it's got plates in it and everything, and then it's been broken again, and the radius has been broken, and the thumb's been broken. All from mountain biking, I'd like to say. I'm a very safe worker. And that stuff...
Doesn't so much about as mountain biking though, does it?
Yeah, well, the amount of kilometres I've done and the speeds I've done, I've crashed relatively little. But
do you think you'll crash in the future?
Well, I crashed on Sunday.
But you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, no, I just I tired my leg, you know, like I landed a shonky jump.
Okay.
And then, but I managed to keep me and the bike still on the side of the hill.
Yep.
Good brakes, and I know to use my front brake to stop. So I keep a front brake, but got a bit caught up in the back with just a really sloppy jump, which I had to put down to fatigue. Yeah. And that's when I realised I needed to go back.
My Sunday was getting dragged around by one of the sheep. It was hilarious. I got a bit of skin taken off on my arm, and you can see that there on there. That was my grazers, and also on my bloody knuckles, skin coming off. And that was getting dragged around by a sheep. My mate Wayne was laughing at me. Oh, I'll handle a sheep. Here I'm sheep wrangling this thing that's taking me for a ride around. It's fucking hilarious. And we shorn them all, and all the wool now, as you can see, it's mulch. It's great wool, and it's around the plants. Put it all around here because it's got too many prickles in it, too much stuff to use as actual wool. It's absolutely shitty, horrible old wool. Plus, it doesn't have much value, but it actually breaks down as a really good mulch. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm going to let you carry on, and I'm going to make a coffee because it's that time. Yep. What you wagging your tail for, Po, eh? You want to get in the picture, do you, Po, eh? What you doing in here, Po? Eh? My daughter tells me that temping it's important, and how you temp it. Well, she would know, she's worked in a few coffee places. I like these enamel cups, they're nice to drink out of. Hey? You think you want some coffee, dear? Hey? Yeah, I think you like coffee. Yeah, boss, I like coffee. No, coffee for Po. But I want a coffee. It's time to have a smoko with Ab. No, Po. No coffee for you, just for me. I need coffee. No. My daughter Dayla, every time I buy cream, she takes this here off the top. And what does she do? There's normally a big lump of cream there and she licks it off. Grass-fed cattle produce the best cream. Much better than grain-fed. Much better. Jug's boiling. Po's down here waiting for something to drop on the floor to eat. Add a little bit of boiled water to the cream, not too much. Now we're going to steam the cream. It's time for Smoko with Harb!
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Arb's got food.
That's right.
Oh, cream. Beautiful cream. You might have a bit left later on for Ron. Later on. What's Arb got? Coffee?
Tea.
Tea.
Tea with a little bit of honey in it.
Ah, yeah, gotta have the old sweetener, eh?
I do.
Because you're such a bitter person, eh?
That's right. Bitter and twisted.
So today's Smoko with Arb is brought to you by the letters F and the numbers
U.
That's not it. U. The numbers U.
That's right.
Is that in some Roman type thing? Is it?
I don't know. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? It's 50. No, it's not.
No, it's talking absolute, making it up. F because it stands for focus, which is what you have to do and have to get through everything in life, to achieve. I say this because I read an article about who's that guy Buffett, the really millionaire bloke. No, is it? Oh, I forget his first name. Jeez, he's that famous. Well, I don't know. Warren Buffett. That's it. Warren Buffett. Yeah, Warren Buffett. And he got together and he was hanging out with Microsoft, Bill Gates, and they were talking, about business like those sort of people do. I mean, you're the richest man in the world. And the reporter said, "What's one word you would use to say to get to where you are today? If you could sum it all at one word." And they both said at the same time, "Focus." And today, with bloody social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all of those things, people don't focus. Switch off your device and focus on the job you're doing. When Arb's working, he is totally in the zone. Focus. I don't know how.
You lose your fingers.
You do. It's totally focused. I don't know how he does it exactly. Yeah, but he's completely in the zone. No, he doesn't. This silly. It's not coffee. It's totally focusing all the time. Okay, so we didn't have a number to bring you today because Arb screwed up with you.
Because I was thinking of you guys.
Yeah,
that's right.
Thinking of your fans.
Yeah, I'm just getting into this Christmas feel now. Christmas is all about friends and family.
It is indeed, bro. Friends and family for sure. Hey, what's in the Sammys today?
Salmon.
Salmon
Smoked
again.
salmon and cheese.
Oh, you love the old smoked salmon. It's pretty good, eh, with cheese, though. Yeah. Good tuck and pose like, am I going to get a crust? Am I going to get something? Am I, boss? Am I?
Going to get a crust, Poe.
No, not for Poe. What you doing in here, Poe? Not for Poe. Poe, what you doing? Every dog of mine has its own language when I talk to it. Bruno's Bruno, and Poe is Poe. What you doing, Poe? It's like baby talk. And then there's Big G. Every dog has its own different, and pace is high. Good boy, Pace. Good boy. Good boy, B. It's weird, eh? And when I see Arb, I have a voice for him too. Arbed.
True.
We do. And he ends up talking American to me quite often. Just comes out, don't know where it comes from.
Yep.
What's that?
Past life, maybe, if you believe in that stuff. Not sure whether I do or not, but
Yeah.
I'll find an excuse for it.
You don't need an excuse, bro.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't care too much
No,
about
we don't
what
care.
people think, so it
No,
doesn't
no.
bother me.
That's the whole thing, man.
No.
And the thing is, when you get over 50, you actually care less. And I also, it's a bad thing because I post a lot of things I know are going to be slightly offensive or upset people, particularly swearing. I know that upsets some people, and I just don't give a fuck. Just don't care anymore. If they have a problem, I see it as their problem, not my problem.
It's a freedom when you get older, eh?
It is a freedom.
You're not so concerned. You don't have self-esteem issues so much anymore. It's not like approval from your peers or anything like that. It's just like, well, that's what I do. You shrug your shoulders. It's not bad what I'm doing. I'm not doing any bad. I'm not hurting people.
Not hurting anybody, absolutely.
So it's like just minding my own business, having fun. So,
mind you, Poe she'd beg to differ. She'd say, "You're hurting me because you're eating sandwiches in front of me and I'm not getting anything. And it's hurting me. And look at me, I'm starving. Look at me, look at starving face. They make themselves look thinner. They actually have this technique of looking really... Dogs have achieved this over years. The symbiotic relationship between dog and man has been going on for hundreds, thousands of years. And the symbiotic relationship is that they would hang around the camp and they clean up all the rubbish. Dogs are scavengers. They will eat human feces. They will eat human vomit. They will eat everything. They will clean the fuck out of everything. Oops. Oh, Ahmed. Oh, mate. Now I know why she hangs around you. One of the rules in my house is when you're eating, don't feed dogs. But we make an exception for Arb because he's such a lovable guy and we don't give a fuck. Anyway.
that's only the first time I've heard that rule.
Is it the first time you've heard it? Did you know about that rule?
No, I didn't. No,
it's absolutely fine, bro. No.
Yeah,
And I probably, so it's my bad, I never said it, but we don't while we're eating. But what we do is we feed them after we've eaten like you have. Although you've got another sandwich here.
I won't eat now.
You want it? So she now knows you're the boss. So she gets fed at the end. We do feed them after we've finished eating. So if that's your last bite, you actually haven't even broken the rule. That says it's finished and you get the leftovers.
I'll probably have a biscuit now and some yogurt.
Biscuit. She'll be into the biscuit. She'd
No,
eat anything.
It'll be a little Pfeffernusser, German biscuit, Pfeffernusser.
Say that again. A what?
A Pfeffernusser.
Okay.
Pfeffernusser.
German, Deutsch.
Yeah.
Ja, schmeckt sehr lecker. Aus Deutschland.
Oh no, it's a peppercocker.
Peppercocker.
Peppercocker, Swedish.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay, Swedish biscuit. Really?
Yep. Oh, I got two of them. Holy moly. Peppercocker. Thin, with a little bit of, when you say pepper, it's spice, really.
Right.
It's spice. So it's
Yeah.
spicy. Thin, spicy, wee, gingery type bicky.
Right. From Sweden?
It will be. Dee will get the legit stuff.
Wow.
We got Storlin, you know Storlin from Germany, the
Yes.
cake with the marzipan in it.
Yes, I
and
do,
that,
yeah.
fruit in it.
Mhm.
Got that.
Mhm.
And then we've got pfeffernusse and peppercocker.
Okay. Cool. Truly a international smoker with Arb. Anyway, that was Smoker with Arb. In fact, that was my snap vlog for the day, and I started off by saying at the very beginning of this is a very easy and sustainable way to make videos, and in the future I will be doing a whole lot more. There is no editing involved, sitting down, and that's where my day goes. We're into 40 minutes on this since I started shooting it, and it's in real time as we go along, and I think you'd all agree, you've got to do what you do and make it sustainable. You should never be pushing against the tide or pushing against the current. You should never be living your life like with your foot on the accelerator, also on the brake at the same time. That's what stress is, really. So making videos like this is stress-free, it's easy, there's a flow to it. I know things are backwards because of the way the phones work. We haven't quite been able to switch from one side of the camera to the other without keeping everything in right.
So it's my left ear that's pierced, not my right ear.
So you are straight after all. Not that I could care less, but yeah, we know that. So that's how the video is made, and I'm going to make more of them to give myself more time to work on the really good projects, the really good videos. And I do have one that's going to be coming up in the new year. Hasn't started yet, but it's been going on here. It's actually something I really have wanted, actually really needed to do for a long time. And being a YouTuber is not sustainable if you don't love doing it. It's as simple as that, because the amount of work you do from what you actually get paid in physical sense, unless you're a really big YouTuber, but if you're a small one like me, you're working a lot of hours for, I'm not going to say little because I get so much from it. I love doing it. So in financial terms, you make more money being a builder or a plumber or even a singer, but it's a joy. And when it stops being a joy, I stop doing it. And right now I've just done too much editing, so I'm going to be doing a lot less of that because I've stopped enjoying it, and that's the way I roll. But anyway, you get this instead. Be good, can't be good, be careful. Poe? What you doing, Poe? Arb's finished, Poe. Hey. Oh yes. You're having a great life, aren't you, mate? It's a dog's life around here. See you guys.